These magnificent pistols in front of me, made by the famed French maker Gaston Renette of Paris, were made in 1855 and exhibited at the 1855 Exposition Universelle in Paris. This French exposition was to showcase the very finest in industry and art that the French nation could muster. Thanks to the heavy ebony stocks, these pistols are far heavier than the normal mid-19th century French or Belgian percussion pistol. Ebony is a particularly hard wood to work with and to carve. The intricacy of the carving to the stocks on these pistols is absolutely incredible, especially when you take this into account. Inasmuch that these are functioning firearms, these must be regarded as works of art, never actually intended to be used. The decorative theme of these pistols, whether one is looking at the barrels, locks, stocks, or furniture, is vine and grape motifs. The barrels and locks are in the traditional light French grey finish. The silver furniture is incredibly well detailed and is heightened by the inclusion of small silver gilt animal details, such as a beetle on the forearm, a monkey on the front edge of the trigger guard, and a lizard on the pommel. The hammers on the locks of these pistols are nothing short of sensational, being carved in the round and depicting a squirrel pitched in mortal combat with a snake, the tail of the squirrel forming the ear of the hammer. The case is of hardwood veneer, deeply carved on the lid, with a deep blue with gilt lettered interior lining. The suite of accessories accompanying these pistols are of the same quality as the pistols themselves. The sumptuous powder flask, a work of art in its own right, more than illustrates this fact. After their exhibition history, it is known that they came into the possession of the famed revolver shot Walter Winans, who in his seminal book, The Art of Revolver Shooting, goes into great detail about his thoughts on Gaston Renette, their shooting galleries, and their pistols. Up until the outbreak of the First World War in 1914, dueling lessons were still available at Gaston Renette's galleries in Paris, where a target of a man in silhouette was shot at against a metronome with your instructor calling time. One of this pair of pistols was illustrated in Winans' book, The Art of Revolver Shooting, and credited as being in the author's collection. Following Walter Winans' ownership of these pistols, they passed into the possession of W. Keith Neal, the famed British firearms collector. Keith Neal and Norman Blank were great friends for over many decades, and in 1966 an agreement was drawn up for Norman to acquire these pistols from Keith Neal. In 1966, the purchase price agreed for these pistols was $21,000. To put that into perspective, at the time, that would have bought between 3 and 4 brand new Jaguar E-Type sports cars. Mid-19th century French high art exhibition grade firearms rarely come to market and are well represented in institutional collections such as the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York and the Royal Armouries and Royal Collection Trust in Great Britain. This remarkable pair from the Norman R. Blank collection represents a vanishing opportunity to acquire a magnificent set of true exhibition grade firearms.